Do you play Xbox? Do you actually play Xbox, or you play PlayStation?
So I was never really a huge gaming guy until lockdown. And then
Good to pass the time.
Yeah, man, it was because the first couple of weeks of lockdown I used as a holiday. I used it as like, I cannot wait to just chill out and not play music.
I guess you were working a lot, so it was nice to take a break, right?
And I always would have loved the Saturday night off.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll never take it off again.
Debut album, tell us a little bit about how you kind of recorded that.
So my kind of writing process, I'm quite stubborn. So when I write a song and it's finished, I already know how it's going to sound going into a studio. Now on the album I worked with a producer, Ray Trainer, and that was the best thing that could have happened to me, because he showed me how to step out of that comfort zone and made me learn that different is not bad, it's just different.
And we're going to have the third gentleman right here, right now. Please welcome Iann Brennan.
Now the day seems to come and go. This time, come and let it go.
Welcome. Yeah, these should be on. Yeah, give it a 1, 2, 1.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Speak a little bit closer. A little bit further.
How's that going?
How are you?
All good, man. All good. Yeah. All good. I'd say Ryan Tuberty shitting himself, is he?
I'm shitting myself.
All right. Yeah.
I'm hiding it really well. Great to have you, man. We spoke on Zoom. What was it? We had our little fucking Zoom sesh, didn't we?
We did, yeah, a couple of months back. That was good fun.
Yeah, it was a year ago.
A year ago?
It was a year ago, man. It's insane, isn't it? It does feel like only a few months, but because of like the madness that has ensued. But it's mental it's been that long, isn't it?
Yeah, the last year has just been total.
Yeah, mindfuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you were keeping busy, man. You did some great YouTube stuff as well, just like Dovely as well. You're doing a lot of live music and stuff like that.
I started up my YouTube channel. Like, I always had it, but I mean, really started it when this kind of kicked off, obviously with no work happening. So, yeah, it went really well. I call it the quarantine sessions.
Yeah, it's a good name for it.
Yeah.
So you obviously gigged, because it's a lot of covers, right? You do, and you tie in with the originals with that as well?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. You got to upsell kind of from the covers.
Yeah, 100%.
And sell the originals. I spoke to you, you did a lot of pub gigs as well. You were like a busy, obviously working musician, right, in the Dublin music scene, and then all of a sudden, bam, it just stops, right?
Yeah, man, it was like, I was out 5 nights a week for the last 3 years maybe, and just to crumble into nothing was really tough. Like,
yeah, I'd
really
say so.
tough.
Yeah, and that's mad. Like 5 nights a week. Like, is that like in the same? Like, how many different venues would you be performing in that? 5 nights, like,
could be 5 different venues. Yeah,
all in Dublin, kind of, or would you travel around Ireland? Like, how's that kind of?
I think Bray was the furthest I kind of went in that regular kind of thing. Yeah. Is that in Dublin? Is that not?
I don't know, actually. No,
that's an argument that went on for.
No, I think it's Wicklow, actually. Yeah. No, because we're planning on doing this. We're planning on doing a skit in Wicklow in Bray, because we know somebody there. But we're like, okay, we'll wait till it opens up. So I think it's actually on the border. That's where they had like the checkpoints actually at Bray.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So when we were trying to, I shouldn't say this actually. Never mind. we were abiding by all the restrictions. Yeah. Anyway, but it's great to have you as the third piece, as I was saying, to the Back to Basics. And watching that documentary, man, it's almost like it's heartwarming, but it's kind of heartbreaking almost as well at the end, because you can see the emotion that goes through all of yous. Oh, sorry, I think my mic is a little bit dodgy. Yeah, no worries. Let me know if that's all good, guys. Let us know in the comments. Is everything? Yeah, sure. No worries. Yeah. Grand, we're just having a little...
Fall fails, you look great, Dave.
Grand, what?
Fall fails, you look great.
Cheers, I got the looks. Yeah, that's it. That's why I wore the old jacket today, to look professional, not necessarily act professional. But let us know in the comments, as everything sounds okay for you guys. Keito just mentioned there that there's a little volume thing. But anyway, yeah, so the Back to Basics, really raw, true, pure emotion. And then I learned that it was yourself that sort of initiated that. What kind of got you to sort of initiate something like of its nature? So guys, check it out, by the way, Back to Basics. It's Back to Basics Tour. You can say Dublin, or you can add any of the musicians' names after it. 16, 17, 18 gigs. couple
Yeah,
in a week's time?
maybe more, man. It
Yeah.
was all spread over a month. But it was I just had the idea of, well, I want to do an Irish tour, and I didn't have the contacts or the experience to do something quite big like that. So I gigged with Barry down at some festival in Cork, 96/1, I think it was called. And it was the first night I'd met Barry, and I had a few beers on me, and I was like, Barry, what's the crack? We go on tour, and he was bang up for it. So yeah, and then I said, look, I know Greg years before that, and I said, look, I'm sure Greg would be on board as well, like, and I'll ask Greg. So yeah, that's kind of how it came about. But but the documentary is it's outstanding. I think, like, Greg and his dad put their blood, sweat and tears into it, and it's fantastic. Really is.
Yeah, it was really turned out really well. Very professionally done. Would you? I know you guys actually answered it in the documentary. Would you do it again? I know everyone had kind of their own sort of answers. Has yours changed? Have you, looking back on it now, would you ever do something like that again? Or
overall, I would do it again. Not over that length of time.
How long was it for?
I can't. Just over 3 weeks, max 4. But it was tough going. Like, it was some nights where we were 4 nights a week, and when you mix the drinking in with it, it's
yeah. I suppose it's hard to resist when you're hanging around with good company as well.
It was a pure laugh. Like, and I suppose the first night when we were in Slane was good vibes and good feeling. But we went straight to Galway then for 3 nights. Carnage.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
Which were you in Boyles and Slane, were you?
Yeah, Boyles. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love John over there. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all the boys up there are great. And actually, I think that night we were playing 2 old members of Ocean Colour Scene were on after us or something like that.
He has John Archbold is the owner of that venue, and he puts on some great artists in there. I think he had Dick Valentine as well, someone that you performed with.
I played with him in Boyles. Yeah.
Was it in Boyles?
Yeah, I played with him on 4 or 5 venues. Kilkenny in I can't remember. Yeah, a couple of bars around. It was Kilkenny, Navan, Boyles and Slane, and the Grand Social, I think.
Play so many gigs. I guess you've clearly played a lot of gigs.
So many gigs.
Jeez, man, that's mental. And Aslan as well, right? That was another one?
Yeah, a number of times I've played with Christy and Joe. Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah.
So you know everyone now.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
who's someone you'd love to perform with, like as in like support
Irish-based?
for them? Yeah, let's say, or actually, it doesn't have to be Irish based. Actually, yeah, just what comes to mind for you? Like, who would you like to promote a gig with? Do you know what I mean? What other band would you like to have kind of hand in hand with you? You know, they can be at any size. It doesn't have to be like a massive band. Or anything.
I think I played with Glenn Hansard before. It was a busking kind of thing, but I'm counting it.
Yeah, no, you can count that. Was it the Christmas busking?
No, it was another time in Grafton Street. I was busking with one of my friends, and he come down and just played a song, and it was me and him just playing, so it was cool. Like,
what songs did you play?
I can't.
You know too many. You can't remember.
The Mick Christopher one.
What?
The Mick Christopher one, Heyday.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, brilliant tune. Yeah.
We did that one. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
he plays that a lot actually.
Yeah, I suppose the one Irish band who I kind of obsess over is De Laurentiis.
Right. Yeah.
And I've met them a couple of times, but I haven't actually played with them.
Okay.
I'd love to play with them.
Yeah. What do you like most about them? Like, what kind of draws you to them?
I think all the songs are quite hooky and catchy, and the melodies are great. The production's great. And I always said if those lads were English, they'd be huge.
Yeah. Do you think it's like hard to break out? Like, what do you think about the Irish music scene? Like, obviously you've been quite experienced in it.
There's too many talented people.
Do you think, is it just oversaturated?
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of know that, but let's elaborate.
But it is.
It
is. You know, it's everybody is. Man, like even down in we used to play in the check-in, like we can down to the open mic, man. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
You know, everybody.
That's where we met, right? Did we meet at the check-in?
Yeah.
That was the first time. You were playing with a band?
In the Future Phantoms, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember, I don't know whether you were there, we had a lock-in that night, but I think you could have been there. Probably.
I love to drink back then.
It was like shots at like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah. I think that place opened till about 4 a.m.
Because I think, was Keith on sound?
He would have been, yeah. Me and Keith set the whole stage up from nothing. There was nothing there. He brought in a rig. I don't know how much thousands it was worth or how much he would rent it for. Was definitely, you know, he was doing a dig out for everyone was doing a dig out that night, even the musicians. Because the musicians were only getting pictures because that's all we could afford to get.
Yeah, and that's exactly what enticed me to
So it was
stay.
just a big sesh.
And because I drove in that night. I remember this. I drove in. I said, "I'll leave my car on the keys and I'll collect it in the morning."
Legend,
yeah.
no way.
Yeah, because it was free pictures and I didn't know that going in.
We like to surprise our musicians.
Yeah, and we ended up staying mad late. And
yeah. They were fun nights, I guess, at the beginning, and it was Future Phantoms. You did the Speakeasy with them? Did you as well? Remember the Speakeasy bar?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we did the Speakeasy a couple of. Yeah, I think we did it a couple of times, man. Yeah, and obviously we did Chennai a bit, and yeah, man, Future Phantoms was great. Again, like playing in a band is a totally different experience to solo artists, you know. Yeah.
I was about to say singer-songwriter, which you're not.
I'm not. Well, if you want to get technical, I suppose I am. But
we were talking about it earlier. That's what I mentioned. It's just such an overused phrase, and it's sometimes so easy to call someone that, a musician that, but that's not necessarily the category that the musician would like to be called, right?
Yeah, but is it? I don't know. It's just I think when some people say singer-songwriter, they have this image, and they hear a sound. Yeah. Straight away, you assume somebody sounds like.
I get you, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Folky for some reason.
No, 100%, and it's been quite overused, as we were saying in the chat as well. So, but it's interesting because you play a lot as a solo artist, but obviously when you're recording in the studio, you have. How does it work? Like, do you bring in musicians in to record, like the drums and the other parts? How does that work? For example, your debut album. Tell us a little bit about how you kind of recorded that.
So, my kind of writing process. I'm quite stubborn. So when I write a song and it's finished, I already know how it's going to sound going into a studio. Now on the album, I worked with a producer, Ray Trainer, and that was the best thing that could have happened to me because he showed me how to step out of that comfort zone and made me learn that different is not bad, it's just different. So for every song we did, I think we recorded them in like stages of maybe 3, 4. I would go away with the songs and I would sit on them for 2 weeks. And after me coming out with a sound, which I've never used synths before. And on the album is quite full of synths. So I would sit on it for a week or 2 weeks even. I'd listen to it and I just learned to love it. You know, like and going back in then it was just like it's something I advise everybody to do if you want to step out of a comfort zone is to just remember different is different. It's not bad. It's
yeah. It's something you're not used to.
Yeah, that's it. And I think it's very important because you got to change. You know, like I've just been fresh out of the studio a couple of weeks. I have a new single coming out soon, and again, it's different. It's not like Starters You Mean to Go On. It's a different route. It's more kind of what I used to do with the band. It's different.
It's great. No, it's good to change to be open to change, right? I understand totally what you're saying. Like it's sometimes it's easy to get stuck into a certain style or a certain way about oneself, even approaching music. But it's great to work with other people, right? You're saying Ray Trainer there as well to kind of like open up your sort of avenues.
Big time.
Something different, yeah.
Yeah, like so when I went into Ray was like, okay, give me 5 artists who you obsess over. And he was like, right, let's stay away from that. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, let's kind of stay away from that. Let's go with people who are like kind of relevant to those artists, but are not those artists.
Brilliant.
Let's branch that. And I just, look, if someone wants to go do a record and they want to work with a producer, Ray is great, by the way. Definitely use Ray. But I recommend it for your first record to go use a producer. Just if you want to step out of that comfort zone, but you're kind of afraid to.
Yeah, awesome. Great advice. So we're going to listen to a bit of Iann Brennan now. We got a tune Keito's going to load up for us. And once again, I'm a bleeding dope and don't know the name of the tune.
It's a good one anyway.
All right, so that was Iann Brennan and the tune just escaped my head. Should I just leave? Should I just exit the room?
That's what I was just saying. I was saying Graham Norton would know the name of that song.
Yeah.
If I was on Graham Norton.
Would we just swap seats maybe and just... just interview me. It was Let It Go, right?
Yeah.
That was the name of the tune?
Yeah.
Yeah, God damn it. Thanks, Ian. Jesus, you're not helping me. You're just like, yeah.
I said yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay. Fine.
Can We Let It Go was the name of that song.
Ah, there we go. Look, my apologies. All right, guys. So yeah, this is the Q&A segment as well. So you can ask Ian any questions you like. You'll probably do a better job interviewing him than me, clearly, at this stage. So please put your comments in. Any comments or questions, of course, and I will pop around and have a look. So we've got Barry J. Hughes saying, Brennan, the legend.
Barry, hey.
There you go. Tommy Cullen with a round of applause. Bluefish Diamond with great performance.
Cheers, man.
2 more songs coming up as well, guys, so do stick around. Yeah, I guess tell us a little bit about, we were chatting about it, and you mentioned it just there while we were listening to your, sort of, you have from time to time sort of written songs for people. And tell us a little bit about that as well, and just tell us about that anecdote as well you mentioned, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, so I was asked, I did a gig in Radholt Venue Theatre, and I was playing with Lisa Hannigan, and there was a girl in the crowd, and she approached me after the gig, and she said to me, I am an upcoming artist, I suppose. Didn't want to use the SS term, but yeah, I'm an upcoming artist, she said, and I struggle to write songs. Have you ever wrote for anybody? And I said, no. I kind of write from a selfish point of view. All my songs are about me. So far, anyway.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
So I said, yeah, look, I'd be more than happy to give it a go. And I wrote a song about she put a theme to me, and it was kind of like reminiscent of kind of meeting friends who you haven't seen in years. And so I was like, right, okay. Wrote a song called Unknown, and sat on it for a couple of days. When I write a song, I do 3 drafts. So the first draft is kind of just getting the melody correct and making sure whatever, and then second draft would be lyrics, and then how I want it to sound and how I want it to go. But when I was writing for this girl, it was I kind of thought to myself, do I have to do that? I'm just going to give her the song as is, and she's going to go get it produced and do such and such. But I had sent her the song, and then I emailed her, and she was paying me for the song, and it was a good sum of money. And I rejected the cash, and I said, I'm actually going to keep the song. So I kept it for myself. I liked it.
How much was it? Like, can you talk about how much money it was? You can say no, you don't have to. A bit of cash. Was it a bit of bob?
Yeah.
It was a bit of bob. We leave it at that.
It was a bit of bob, yeah. It was a bit of bob, yeah.
So that's, kind of how much that song isn't worth, at least, as in it's worth more than what that finance is. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you haven't recorded it yet?
No.
So you're waiting. Is it something that you're thinking of recording soon, or is that just something that's in the archives for now and you're just going
to... No, I will record it. I definitely will record it at some stage. When is... unknown, I suppose.
Question entirely.
Yeah.
Garrett Morgan says Bowie or Jagger?
So that's it. Bowie. Yeah.
Good answer. Which one, mine or Ian's? My mic isn't working too well. Adam, could you pass me over the mic? No worries. Bowie's a good one. Bowie's a great answer, yeah.
The best solo artist there ever was for me.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Have you seen my Bowie band yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you have seen it?
I've seen you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
With Grand Social.
Because my bass player, Jamie.
Ah, yeah, of course, yeah. Did he step in for one of the gigs? Oh, shit. I'm like you now. I can't remember stuff because it's like, wait a minute, because it feels like a different world, doesn't it? Like before the pandemic, like it's trying to remember stuff. So I understand interviews can be like, wait a minute, what was it again? Like,
I think we've met on more occasions than you and I actually think.
We actually know each other. It's probably all the drinking.
Probably,
yeah. That's hilarious, man. Okay, so we hear you like FIFA.
Oh God. Yeah.
Do you like FIFA?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Do you like football?
I love football.
Which team do you support?
Liverpool,
yeah?
Liverpool.
Okay, great. Which Irish team do you support?
I was always a Shells fan growing up.
Were you? Okay, great. So you're going to be none of those teams. All right.
I've said this, he's going to put me as like Bose, and that's totally fine. But he's going to put him as Barcelona.
No, I'm not, I wouldn't do that now.
Oh man, I play the Xbox.
What?
I'm messing.
I don't play any of this. I used to play Xbox actually.
Okay, so what, we're going to be getting FIFA?
So how am I going to do this without having a mic in my hand? We didn't think
we
this
did think
through,
that
did
through,
we?
yeah.
This is just, do you know what? This is highly
I'll
unprofessional.
probably beat you with one hand anyway.
Oh, what? Ah, here. That's it.
Yeah. So
You know, I've been practicing.
yeah. So I sent
Practice won't help you.
so I sent Dave the list of rules.
I don't know who made those rules. I don't get it.
That's
I've never. It's
Any
first time I've
FIFA
seen
player will tell you. If you lose by 5 goals, you write me an apology on Facebook.
It's not,
Public apology.
you can forget about that. There's no way I'm going to write you an apology.
If you lose by 10, you post me an apology.
Who wrote those rules? They sound ridiculous. Huh? Did you write those rules?
No.
Do you actually do that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Not when I'm playing my brother.
Oh, really? Because you just beat.
He's a
beat-
monster at the game. Yeah.
All right,
Freak,
grand.
really.
Well, let's get this cracking. Keito's going to set this up. What? Yeah. Just hold on a second. You do your thing. We're gonna get me. Are we getting myself hooked up again, guys? We're still doing our Q&A. So if you want to ask any questions in the comment section to Eno, please do ask. Joe, we're going to have a little chat anyway, just while I sort this out as well. I just want to ask you as well, Ian, a question about, because obviously, well-versed, doing a lot of gigs and stuff like that throughout the years. Do you have any tips for musicians that with regard to being in a position like yourself, which is interesting because Dovely's quite similar with regard to she does covers as much as she would do as well, her own originals.
Right now?
No, just in general, I suppose. Once things open back up, right, you're obviously probably planning about that now. Do you have any kind of tips on people, let's say, returning back to gigs and sort of how they can get booked or maybe make it a bit of a easier experience for them if they're a musician in similar places yourself, like doing covers and originals?
Learn to love Sweet Caroline and Wagon Wheel. That's what you do.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Just that. Just learn to love those. Are they the two most requested songs? Are they?
Well, after Happy Birthday. Yes.
Oh my God! And do you do requests at your gigs?
Yeah, man. Yeah. At my own shows, at the Iann Brennan show, no.
Right.
No. Of course not. No.
That's you are.
That's my produced. That's my produced show. Yeah. At the pub gigs, yeah, man. Come up and request a tune. Yeah, just be sure you put a $5 in the tip jar on the way down.
You have a tip jar and stuff like that, yeah.
Oh, Temple Bar, absolutely, man. The Yanks love it. Yeah, man.
Which bars do you perform in Temple Bar?
Most of them.
Do you do
The Oak. I did a lot in the Oak.
The Oak? Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Halfpenny Inn? Is it, or what's that one by the Halfpenny Bridge?
The Halfpenny,
that's a pretty common one, isn't it? As well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Are you getting audio in there, guys, on me? Keito's busy there. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, can you hear me now? You good, loud and clear? Yeah. Brilliant stuff. All right.
FIFA's gonna come on the screens here.
Yeah.
You see, you shafted me already. Hear me?
What you mean?
I gotta hold the mic.
No. Does he have to hold the mic? Just put the mic beside you. Just grand. Yeah. Don't worry. You're grand. Be grand.
Be grand.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, we got to swap over the HDMI's and stuff. So I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, man.
Is that a swap? No, man, I wouldn't do that to you. Come on. Right. So no team management. We're just going straight into play match.
Oh, right, okay,
yeah, none of that. You can half time. Can you turn up the volume actually on that TV by any chance?
That won't help you.
What? Well, you want to hear the crowd cheering the on when I'm scoring all the goals against you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Bluefish Diamond Jim said, "What's your favourite venue to play in?"
I have played in or regularly love to play in.
Just like which one? How did he phrase it? What's your favourite place to gig?
Well, the Olympia was definitely great. Vicar Street was great, but on the regular, the Martello in Bray is always a good gig. the place must be on wheels when the band must be out there. So.
And so Olympia, that must have been amazing.
Oh man,
Who were you supporting for that one?
the Amy Winehouse tribute.
No way.
Yeah, man, and the guys are like, if you close your eyes, you'd swear it was Amy.
Really?
Oh,
do you have a manager, or do you book all your gigs? How does that work?
No, I have a manager.
Do you?
Yeah. Kind of get them all through him. Look, I see what you're doing here.
What you mean?
Dave, looks like I have to hold this mic.
Am I the? No, you put your mic down. Put your mic down. You're all right. Here, I'll pause it. Will I?
That's all right.
I'll give you a little head start here. I'll be gentle. I'll be gentle, man, right? Right?
Pinging balls, through balls.
No bother.
What's going on here?
See that? Like that?
I've never played.
I can't see anymore.
Do stop, would you?
Players who are going to be working really hard.
Are you going to cheat, are you?
Threat on the front foot. We'll wait and see.
Look at that. Brilliant defence.
That's quality, to be fair.
See that? Oh, the skill. True ball? Nah. I shouldn't have said that because he knew I was going to true ball it then.
The system that we
I
think
think that
they're
other
going to
people,
go with.
all they can see on the
Ah, yeah, they can see everything that's going on.
Striker will need a bit of
Oh, that's a penalty. What the hell, man? That was ridiculous. That was cheeky, man.
Yeah, listen to that.
this is
Slipping it through.
No, it's not, man.
This is it.
It's an illusion.
Oh my
Great,
God.
great keeper.
cross into the goalkeeper's
Excellent
reach.
keeper. Clark, fantastic. Do you know Clark? Excellent keeper.
It'll be a throw.
Fantastic. Do we have any football music or something?
Match of the day theme song.
Is there anything on there? Yeah, is there any tunes playing?
1-0.
Oh, no,
my
man.
God.
Still a chance in there.
Decent effort, man. Decent effort.
Bad.
Players arriving in
Oh,
Oh,
ooh.
is off the target.
Yeah, just
Unlucky, man.
small
I don't even think off his shoulder.
Oh, look, it's pretty fair, like if you imagine if you were like Barcelona, even if I was with a good team, you'd be fecking. You're probably used to playing with like good teams, right? But we played earlier and we did score a goal each, so it is possible. We tested these teams out.
who'd you play?
We played the same teams. Oh, which person?
Yeah.
Our sound engineer, Sean.
The opposition saw the pass coming.
No.
Dave, you're a bit of a shark, mate.
No, man, I don't play, man.
I don't believe you for a second.
I never play. I used to play Pro Evo. I was a Pro Evo guy. Yeah, are you like one of those like purebred FIFA like lovers? Unlucky there. Unlucky, man. That was a bit of a tight angle though. I would have passed it there.
Oh my word, one for the bloopers there. That's
Well, I mean, if you paid the referee, maybe you would score. Or paid the keeper. So technically, yeah, that was a weird one. Is that what my face looks like? Was that how, did I actually? I thought I was tripping balls there. I didn't think that actually happened.
hold of the ball. Yeah, they're looking good with the football. That
This is my gamer face.
This is excellent stuff. If they can't get a goal
Here.
to get themselves ahead, they'll be kicking themselves.
Get off me face, will you? Ah, here. Keito's putting me off, man. That doesn't count. That does not. That. Keito, poor stuff. What's your go-to guilty pleasure song?
You can blame the keeper, Martin. He's looking at
Actually, this is awkward, yeah, with the mic. Sorry, I shouldn't be. No, forget it. Let's just play.
No. My go-to guilty pleasure song.
I'm going to stay in defense for a little bit.
What is my go-to guilty pleasure song?
Man, we need a bigger screen.
What's that Taylor Swift one?
Shake it off.
No. Bad Blood.
Oh,
I do like that.
and you play it?
Can I play it? Yeah, I actually listen to. I'm a big Ryan Adams fan. I wouldn't let him babysit my kids around, but I'm a big Ryan Adams fan. And he went in and
All right, let's.
sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that.
No. Look, I've said some fecked up shit today myself.
I don't know how PC we're being on this.
Very not, but like you
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
Don't worry, you didn't start it.
There's no one.
No, there's no one watching.
Oh well, right, okay, right.
No, there has to be because Garrett Morgan asked that question. So
Oh, okay, yeah. So he went in and re-recorded her 1989 album and made it unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable. Go and check it out on Spotify.
cool.
I shouldn't be saying that either. Go and play it.
No, you can say that.
Oh, okay.
You're grand.
Well, hold on, I'm being shafted here.
No, you're not, man. You're just because you're not scoring loads of goals, is it?
You don't need loads of goals.
Well, that's true. But you want to score more goals because you want to show off, like, and say, "Oh, I'm really good at FIFA."
Hey,
I can sense it. Oh yeah, to be honest, I actually am. But like the players are really small, man. I can't see anything. You're closer to the screen, like.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Someone has been chewing the rubber. Keith. What?
I don't know. Do you play Xbox? Do you actually play Xbox or you play PlayStation?
So I was never really a huge gaming guy until lockdown. And then
Good to pass the time.
yeah, man, it was because the first couple of weeks of lockdown I used it as a holiday. I used it as like I cannot wait to just chill out and not play music.
I guess you were working a lot, so it was nice to take a break, right?
And I always would have loved the Saturday night off.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll never take it off again. But because when the lockdown hit, it was supposed to be for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
I was like, lovely, a 2-week break. This is fantastic, and we're still getting a little bit of money on the side as well to keep us going. So this is great for 2 weeks. But then
it was longer than 2 weeks. Madness, isn't it? It's mad how like quickly, but like I don't know quickly, but it's just how it all happened, right? Like the coming up to it, and like even back in February, you know, getting the news in, like, oh, it's happening over in China. It's not going to happen here. No way. We're an island, and then all of a sudden Italy gets bleeding covered in it, and
I miss when the biggest thing in the world was Brexit.
yeah, that wasn't.
Which was about 6 months.
Yeah, that wasn't in the news for too long. You'd expected it to have been longer. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually chatting with one of my mates about this the other day, and we were saying like before that hit was the face again. Before
I'm really focused. I'm super. He's trying to put. Oh, good tackle. Yeah, I'm not very good at the old scoring the old goals or getting past your defence. I think you're. I think you're.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my God. Unlucky. Just good keeping. Good keeper there. I'm paying him more out of every player because I knew that you can have more shots on target than me, so I invested less in my forward.
See, I don't miss that. They take warning shots.
That's what you call them, is it?
Yeah.
Good excuse.
It's
Red card, man. Oh, yeah.
Dave, can you explain off?
Yeah, it's when one of my own players are ahead of the pass, whatever. You know what I mean? I know it. Just can't be bothered. Oh,
here we go.
Hack the keeper. Yeah, it's interesting, like, you know, because like, are you into American football at all?
No, because I don't know the rules.
Yeah, it's a bit like mad, like the stopping of time and.
Yeah, like I every year say I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl and I get 20 minutes in and they throw the ball twice and I see 40 ads and I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, it's very kind of commercial, isn't it? It's massive, like. I
don't know.
But that stuff's interesting. Like I played it a little bit. I think I played like 2 games of it. Like they actually do it here in Ireland.
Oh yeah, I played basketball for a while. I was decent at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understood the offside rule there. There you go. There you go. Great stuff.
Watch this. Oh yeah, look at that. What's that?
Do you want to do you do this? Yeah, and your mates get really annoyed. You're just like,
yeah.
just like,
it just makes you want to throw the joystick.
No, I'm not there yet. I'm not actually there yet. Oh, surprisingly, no. I think.
Just let me put this down for a sec. We'll get Dave angry. Let's get Dave angry.
Get me angry. And then zoom in on the face, right? I want to see Ian's gaming face. Zoom in on his face. I want to see that. You're just enjoying it. Isn't it, man? Oh, glad you enjoy it, man. Bit of crack, like something different than your conventional interview, right? Because you do enough. Do you do a lot of interviews, or?
Actually, I'll tell you a funny story after
this. All right. Oh, you think you're going to score? Yeah, I'd say. Oh.
Fine save.
I wasn't prepared for that. Why did you zoom in on my face? I don't understand. Oh. What time? I can't see it. Am I blind? Should I be able to see from this distance? I don't think so. I think Ian is at a huge advantage. I should have. We're not going to allow that. We don't have time. Yeah. I definitely feel like I can see every pixel on the screen right now.
You use this telly for your screen?
Hell no. Oh, excellent. Offside. Jeez, the players are looking a little bit tired, aren't they? 1-star teams, like, probably should have done a sub. Jesus. Oh yeah, because you play Warzone, don't you? So I got a new CPU and processor. That might mean nothing to many people, but basically I can play more games. I can play Warzone now. Remember I told you I couldn't play Warzone? Absolutely. So I'm playing a bit of Warzone. I'm playing a game called Apex Legends.
I have to download that.
Yeah, it's cross. Yeah, you can get it on your console.
I played with a couple of Welsh boys, and who I met for him was
Opportunity goes begging because
Nice.
of the intercept.
Well, good job, man. I went easy on you, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. So the guest always wins, as you notice. I'm just that. I'm a gentleman. What can I say? I'm a gentleman. But well done. What was it? 1-0 was it or something? Anyway, we don't need to show the score anyway. We don't need to show anything.
No, I agree.
Okay, and we're going to move on to, and that's actually the end of our segment because we're running a little bit over time. So actually, we have to leave it there, unfortunately.
No problem.
But Ian, tell us a little bit actually about anything that's coming up. You said you were in the studio. Just let us know very quickly.
I got a new single, Mission to Mars, is going to be coming out over the next few weeks. Stay posted for that.
Awesome. And where's the best place people can find you on Facebook?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Iann Brennan, or www.iannbrennan.com.
Absolute legend, man. Listen, pleasure to have this interview with you.
Same as always. Cheers, boys. Great job in here.
See you later, guys. Enjoy the music.